Hi everybody, welcome back to Vintage Story 1.2.0 pre-showcase with me, Sid. We're here in my little testing chamber. Well, this is not my testing chamber, this is where I sit and talk to you. But as you can hear, we have a number of guests. So, Vintage Story added two hostile mobs, two hostile monster mobs, if you like, in 1.20 pre. One was the Shivers, a truly horrifying beast, clearly an organic beast which has undergone some kind of transformation. This one is more of a construct, an automaton really, than an organic, or at least that's the way it looks to me. So today we are going to look at the Bowtorn. Isn't he lovely? And so horrible. So as you can see, the Bowtorn is a bipedal creature. It is clearly a construct. It has gears and metal and it's all rust. There's this strange like structure on its back that is its bowcaster, and this is the surface Bowtorn, and other than his bit of modesty covering with his loincloth, there is nothing human or nothing of any humanity in this creature whatsoever. So, in terms of stats, what do we know about the Bowtorn? Again, digging through the code, they are 1.3 blocks wide, so they cannot get through this gap. Well, they can't get through this gap because it's only one, but they couldn't get through it even if it was there, open. They have a much lower step height than the Shivers of 1.1251 blocks, so they shouldn't be climbing up over anything much more than a single block. In terms of varieties, there are 6. These are the surface Bowtorn. There are also deep, tainted, corrupt, nightmare and gearfoot. So these surface Bowtorn have a health of 10, so they're going to be relatively easy to take down, you would think. Their melee damage is only 1.5. They don't do an awful lot of damage up close. However, the name Bowtorn should give you a clue that these are ranged opponents. Yep, these have what is referred to in the code as turret mode. So these guys can shoot you for 5 damage. The damage tier 0 and so on and so forth. Normal thing. The minimum range that they can shoot you at is 14, and so this is why even if I'm not changing into survival mode, because they won't attack me. Now let's go and have a look at their big brothers. These are the deep Bowtorn. So similar kind of thing, still quite horrific to look at. Again, all metal spikes and very little organic about them. They have a health of 13, their melee damage is 2.5, their range damage is 6, and their damage tier is 1. Moving round here, we come to the tainted Bowtorn. Tainted Bowtorn, again, getting a little bit more grotesque, a little bit more unpleasant to look at. Can have 18 health, a melee damage of 5, range damage of 7, and the damage tier is 2. So again, just they're getting that little bit more aggressive, more damaging. Then we move into the corrupt Bowtorn, and now we're starting to see an awful lot of mutation, if you like. The different legs, there's even, I'm trying to work out if you can you just move? A lot of rust and corrosion on these guys, and I'm trying to see if that one does that little bit of an arm sticking down there? I think it might have little bits of its arm left over. Anyway, the Corrupt have a health of 25, 7 melee damage, 8 ranged damage, and damage tier 3. Let's come through to these guys. These are the Nightmare Bowtorn. Again, even more, rust, taint, bits of gears. They're just nasty. A big old club foot. And they have a health of 32, melee damage of 12, range of 9, and a damage tier of 3. And finally, through here you have the most mutated of them all. These are the Gearfoot Bowtorn, so called because you can see he's got a little gear for his foot. Really mutated and rusted and warped. They are truly awful to look at. And these guys have a health of 50. They do 14 melee damage and a range of 10. So these clearly have more melee damage than range damage. Their damage tier is 4 again, and in the case of all of these, much like the drifters, they currently drop temporal gears, and flax with an increasing chance per level, if you like, of getting the temporal gears. So as per with the Nightmare drifters, you'll normally get 1 or 2 gears off of these guys. These new mobs are, if these are the direction of travel that the Vintage Story is taking, it is going to become truly terrifying. The sound work on these, the horrors. There's almost I meant to say this in the Shiver episode. There's almost a Silent Hill quality to these kind of monsters, and they are really quite disturbing. But yeah, that is it. They don't have a lot of behaviours, unlike the Shivers. They move around and shoot you basically. But sound design, spot on, truly alien, truly unpleasant, and I am really not going to look forward to having to deal with these going forward, because this is just making the world very dangerous indeed. Anyway, on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll come back next episode to look at some additional features of 1.20 pre. Bye for now.